Tom Eaton here for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Start and Forged Irish Stout. I'm joined by former IBO super welterweight champion Sam Eggington.
After the Pigford fight, we was offered dates and we was promised dates that never materialised. And by the time they told us that we weren't fighting on that date, it was way too late to even find another date. Do you know what I mean? So we didn't want to box twice. We wanted to box obviously more than that. One of the fights was only a 6-rounder local to me. So yeah, it weren't great. It was a slow year. I mean, it was a good win, with Pigford, but yeah, it was a slow year. Irritating.
As you say, the highlight of that year were definitely the win over Pigford. You went into the fight as an underdog though. How did it feel to silence any remaining doubters?
Yeah, do you know what? I feel like it's quite normal for me to go into a fight as an underdog. I feel like I've been treated that way since the very start. And I get it, it is what it is, but I enjoy it. And the more pressure people put on me, the more it gives me to, like I said, press conferences for the people to fight. It gives me a reason to get out of bed. It gives me a reason to get to the gym first and leave last, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it does make it, a bit more sweet when you prove people wrong. But I knew it was going to happen either way. Whether it happened in the fifth round or the last round, I knew I was going to get rid of him.
Is that something that you think helps you then going in as an underdog? And would you always adopt an underdog mentality, even if the bookies said you were a favourite?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, because like I say, I feel like with the Pigford fight, I get he was unbeaten, but there's not just a Pigford fight. There's been a few fights where I'm fighting someone and I'm the underdog, and the people that I'm fighting, there's no reason for me to be an underdog. Do you know what I mean? But again, it gives me a reason to get out of bed. It gives me a reason to make a point and to prove my point. I'm not the underdog, and most people go into fights believing that the betting odds, that they're a massive favorite to win, and they believe that shit. And I just do my work whether I'm doing a 4-rounder or a 12-rounder. I do the same work every camp. I think that's what's stood me in good stead to have such a long career and such a, being, still topping bills at this point. So yeah.
You've had that inactivity in the second half of the year. Is it been difficult to stay motivated in gym?
Yeah, well, to be fair, for so long, I was training for a fight. Do you know what I mean? So that was fine. And then the fight got postponed. That's fine. And then when the fight date happened and the show was announced, it was about 3 weeks before the show was going to happen. And I weren't on there, so I rang up and we asked why I weren't on there, and it turns out I weren't boxing on that card. So us waiting and turning down other offers on the run up, it didn't stand us it didn't help us out at all. I was trying to do people favours. You put us on, we'll wait for to get back on your card, sort of thing like that. And they done us no favours. So we turned down a few big fights at the end of last year. That we thought, no, we're gonna these got us a title shot. These have, they got us the Pigford fight. They got us the bout. So just out of a bit of a respect and decency, we'll defend on their show, sort of thing. And it materialised to nothing. So yeah, we won't be doing that again. We're gonna pave our own path from now on.
So was that more down to the promoter rather than the other fighter pulling out?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. We was told. I got texts. I've got emails. Where it's saying, asking me for ticket numbers and stuff like that. How many tickets do you want? This sort of stuff. So there's not. If you're asking me how many tickets I'm selling, I'm on your show. Do you know what I'm saying? It's that simple. Like I said, 2-3 weeks before everything was announced, and I weren't on it, and I was like, And this is what I mean. This is what I said to him at the time. I don't mind not being on your show. If you don't want me on there, that's fine. But let me know in it so I can sort my stuff out. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got people to feed as well. I need to earn some dough. So just holding me off, and then all of a sudden I'm not on at all. That's what, got under my skin, and it all materialised up to a big argument, social media and stuff like that, and everyone saw that. But again, is what it is. Remove.
Is that you ruling yourself out of like fights on Sky Sports now, or are you
Nah,
still?
no, not at all. I was meant to fight on the 24th, innit? The 24th, we're back in Wolverhampton. I was meant to be on that one. I was meant to fight Sam Gilley. It's been all over social media. Sam Gilley, Sam Eggington, all that stuff. And again, heard nothing for ages over Christmas. And now all of a sudden, with those phone calls yesterday, that something's been confirmed. But again, I ain't heard nothing all over Christmas. I'm being offered fights, so unless I've got something concrete, which I haven't, I can't turn down these other fights. I can't. Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit sticky, but it is what it is, mate. Whether they want me on again or not, that's up to them. I'll get fought somewhere else. It's okay.
Again, with Sam Gilley, then what do you think caused the delay in that? Were they just not letting you know, or Sam Gilley not?
I don't know. From what I heard, Sam Gilley he had a bad hand. From what I heard, over Christmas, I was told that before Christmas, I was told that would know. I think it was a week or two before Christmas. We'll know this week. He's meant to punch this week. Is what I was being told. He's meant to start punching this week, so we'll know definitely this week. And then all over Christmas, nothing. A message after Christmas. I said, look, it was just after New Year. I said, look, now New Year's over. All this. I said, any news, opponents? Because like I said, I'm not bothered if I'm fighting Sam Gilley. I just want to know if I'm on. You get me? If it's Sam Gilley or if it's anyone else, it doesn't matter. I just want to know if I'm on. We'll have some confirmation hopefully this week. Everyone's back at work, blah, blah. Still nothing. And I'll still had a message or a phone call. So again, I can't sit and wait for people. I've got mouths to feed. I've got bills to pay.
As you say, you're not sitting and waiting for people now. It sounds like you've got a fight ready with Abass Baraou in Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Is that a Wasserman card?
Yeah, Wasserman card. It's turned out it's in Telford now, so
All right.
still local enough. But yeah, it's a big fight. Abass Baraou, European super lightweight title. Decent kid, like I say. I don't mind fighting. The good opposition as long as that it's all fair. And yeah, it's a big fight. It's one that I'm 100% believe I can win. But I know for a fact it's going to be a hard night's work. But again, this is what I'm here for. I enjoy that. People know that.
It's not Barrow's first time over here. He's fought on the Taylor Pro Grey card, beating John O'Donnell. He's fought on another
Yeah.
Wasserman show last year. How much have you seen of him?
I personally don't watch any of my opponents. I don't watch too much boxing, if I'm honest. So, I've never seen him box. I'll see little clips here and there in the gym that the coaches will say, look, this, that, and the other. But I personally won't go out and start watching fights. I think everyone looks great on the internet. So I just avoid it because it's not worth my time. I do what I do, so I train for me. I've only got plan A. Do you know what I'm saying? That's my plan. Well, he does off that is on him. So I have plan A. We work to that. We'll try and perfect that, and then whatever happens on the night, we'll work round by round.
You find yourself at 15 with a WBA. Barrow's up at 11. Is that a bit of a signal that your plans to climb them rankings and like pursue that option rather than the IBO?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've got the WBA International at the moment. We'll be boxing for the EBU title. If he should shoot one of us up the WBA rankings quite highly, I think. So So yeah, I think that's the route I want to go down. And holding the WBA International and the EBU will put you in good stead.
Charlo looks like he might potentially leave that division. Obviously, fought up at super middleweight. If that belt becomes vacant, are you just trying to position yourself best? Maybe not straight into the vacant title, but maybe fight after against someone.
Yeah, again, I'm trying to defend, the WBA as much as possible. This is what I was saying about the Sam Gilley fight. I don't mind if it's not Sam Gilley. I don't mind who it is as long as I'm defending my belt. So it's pushing me up the rankings I want to go up. So again, like you say, Abass Barou's in the WBA rankings, and between the both of us, we'll I think we'll shoot up there. Once I've won the fight, yeah, I think I'll do a big leap to the top. I wouldn't say maybe not top 5 to be fair, but I'd say top 10, if not close to 5. Do you know what I mean?
Is that a one fight deal with Wasserman, or are you gonna look for
I
something?
don't know, mate. I've signed the contract for this fight. I suppose there'll be talks after this. But at the moment, yeah, it's just this one.
How much do you think it helps being a free agent and being able to go around different promotions?
Yeah, it's good, but again, like I say, I ain't boxed since May, and that's because I ain't with a TV promoter at the moment. I'm with Hennessy, and there's no TV there. But again, it's good because you can box anywhere. But again, I don't know when I'm going to be boxing. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's a double-edged sword.
Last one then from me, Sam. What's the plan for 2024 then? Climb the rankings, challenge for world title maybe next year?
That's it. Climb the rankings as much dough as possible and pick up as many belts on the way. That's the plan. So that's always been the plan. But yeah, climb the WBA rankings. I think we'll get this one out of the way. I know this one's a tough ask, but we'll get this one out of the way. And then we'll look at, hopefully Charlo maybe, like I say, going up a weight, all that sort of stuff, and we'll start trying to plan a route at that point. But first, we'll get through this one.
Brilliant. Nice one. Thanks for that, Sam.
Appreciate it, pal.
We need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.